Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is iTalk. Here, and in today's video, we have a brand new video. So this will be the final video I make talking about obtaining exclusives onto my account, because it is completed. We got the Eon skin, we got the full thing, and we also got Double Helix. So before we even get into Double Helix, let's talk about the Eon skin. Eon is a pretty clean skin in my opinion. Once again, not a big fan of the female characters in these like skin tight robot suits. It never really fit well with me. It just didn't look very good. Like Criterion and Oblivion are just kind of okay, but I like the color scheme for the Eon skin. It's really nice, and yeah, I got the entire set for that. I wish they gave her a back bling. No idea why they never gave her one. And I got that from a friend. A friend of mine was able to find a code for pretty cheap. Again, it's not cheap, but it's like, it's cheaper than what you would find somewhere else. Like, it was a pretty good deal. So very happy that I have people that are kind of like scouting exclusive skins for me. And speaking of that, we have to talk about the Double Helix skin. Yes, I did get the Double Helix skin on my account. Here is proof. I don't know how to use like those private server lobby things where you can just put whatever skin you want in your game. This is not that sort of thing. I literally don't know how that works, but yeah, we got the Double Helix skin, and I have a story to tell you with this because this is a pretty interesting story nonetheless. So my options for Double Helix were a few different avenues. There's someone on eBay that is selling full-fledged Double Helix consoles with codes in them for about $5,000. And I said in that video I made before, I'm not paying $5,000 for Double Helix. It's just not happening. And then I ended up finding a code on eBay for about $3 grand. And once again, I don't think the Double Helix skin is worth $3,000. I really don't think so. And we were running out of options. There's not a ton of places that have these sort of consoles. But then we got a little bit of a break. I saw a tweet on my Twitter timeline that really just blew me away. Someone found a Double Helix Nintendo Switch console in an arcade machine. I've used this video as my intro before, but here it is again.
Double Helix. Double Helix.
So now I was just kind of like, okay, what do we have to do to get this Double Helix console? Because my line of thinking is that this company or this arcade or wherever, I guarantee you they do not know that that console is worth a lot of money. And if there was some way I could get to that arcade and tell them, hey, I'm willing to just buy this console off of you because I don't really want to waste my time winning it, I would pay them handsomely. I was thinking maybe $500 because a Double Helix Switch back when it first came out was only $300. So I thought $500 or $600 or even $1,000 would suffice. But the problem was that this arcade was located in California, and I am nowhere near California. I live in New Jersey, so I am really far away from that. So we end up talking about it on my Twitch live stream. We're thinking like, what do we do? How do we get in contact with these people? What do we do? So we tried calling them. That didn't work. And then one of my moderators on my Discord, Ricky, actually said that he was willing to go there because he does live in California. He would have been able to go to that arcade and try to convince them to try to sell him the console. And I was just blown away by this. I really didn't think he was serious because this is kind of a big deal. Like, this isn't like super close to him, but it's in the same state as him. And I'm just thinking like, is he serious? Does he really want to do this? And yeah, he wants to do this. So I gave him money and I told him where the console was located at. He drove like 3 hours to and 3 hours back from this arcade. Now, it turned out that when he got there, the arcade was like closed and only the movie theater was open because it was like a movie theater arcade hybrid. And he was able to talk with the staff at the movie theater, but not at the arcade. And they didn't give it to him. I told him that I would give him like $1,000 for him to pay for that console and we could use the code for my account, and that just flat out did not work. So he had to drive back. I made sure I got him some money for gas and food and stuff like that though, because that was a big commitment. But he told me that he was interested in doing it and he thought it would be fun. So I'm like, all right, if you want to do it, go for it. I made sure he did get gas money and food though. So then we're scrambling again, trying to figure out where could we find another Double Helix, because that just didn't work out. So we were thinking more like, where could we find another one? I got a tip from a follower of mine that said that he knew of a place that had a Double Helix console for about, I think he said like $800. And I asked him if he could contact them and they said they already sold it. So I couldn't get that one either. And then also I heard that there was a console in Connecticut. There was a Double Helix console in an arcade machine, and it looks like this. look how long this double Helix console has been in this arcade machine. The Joy-Con colors are completely warped. All the red that was on that console is gone. You can tell by the Super Mario Odyssey console on the right there, you can see that like the colors are just gone. This has been in the sun for years. So this console seems legitimate. And we haven't gotten any leads on that yet because, truth be told, I got a double Helix before I heard about this arcade having a console. So I don't know anything about that. I don't know if someone already got it already. I don't know if they called them and convinced them to just sell it to them. I have zero idea, guys. All I know is that there's another double Helix out there, and I ended up convincing the guy on eBay that sold it for $3,000 to sell it to me for $2,000. I thought $2,000 was a bit of a steeper price than $1,500 because that's what I was thinking it was worth, maybe $1,000 maybe. But I'm like, okay, I'm running out of ideas. I'm running out of options. Let's just buy it for $2,000. He then told me that someone else was trying to buy the code off of him as well for $2,800, and he said he would sell me the code if I paid $2,400. Now, I don't know if he was being serious about that other offer because you could easily just manipulate someone into spending more money. So I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? Again, I don't think I'm gonna find a double Helix anytime soon. Like, I don't think I'm gonna find another code for this thing. So I said, okay. So I paid him $2,400 for double Helix in 2022.
Yep, it's real. Still sealed there. Double Helix. Yep, never scratched off. Unbelievable. Never scratched off.
So now we move on to what happened with the Khari tournament. If you saw my video where I talked about the fact that I earned the Khari skin and everything like that, you would notice that in the thumbnail and in the picture I show of me getting the skin, that wasn't me. That was actually Earto over on YouTube and TikTok. That was his screenshot. I borrowed it because I didn't want you guys to know this, but when I got my double Helix code last Saturday, I put the code in on my Switch account. I went onto my Switch to claim the skin, but before I ended up claiming it completely, as soon as it said you have purchased items waiting for you, I quickly closed out of the game. I loaded up my PC account as soon as I heard that the Khari skin was being given out to people, and I got this legendary screenshot with the Khari skin and the double Helix skin on the same splash screen. That was really cool for me to pull off, and I'm happy I was able to do that. So here it is. Double Helix is now on my account, and I now have every single exclusive skin that is still obtainable to this day. My thoughts on double Helix: it's probably the rarest exclusive skin out there, and that's about it. There's not really much special about him. Nintendo did not make a ton of consoles for the double Helix skin, and it kind of makes sense as to why. I mean, if you look at the console that it comes with, there's nothing special about it. Wildcat, at least you have some cool looking Joy-Cons, and the holder for like the Switch and everything, it looks nice. It looks actually Fortnite themed. Like, Wildcat has a really good Switch. And double Helix just didn't have that, and they barely made any. So yeah, guys, double Helix is now on my account. I now have every exclusive skin that's still obtainable. I would just really like to get all the other exclusives that I was missing, but Honor Guard, Wonder, Iconic, Galaxy, all of those skins I'm just probably never seeing again, which sucks, but that's just kind of how it is. I'll take what I can get here. I still love playing this game, and I'm happy that I'm back on the Fortnite grind and on Fortnite content. I hope you guys are with me on this journey. You know, double Helix, that was the biggest purchase of my life for this game. And yeah, that was fun though. It was a fun little trip for us to try to find where we could get a double Helix for cheaper, going to an arcade in California, then having a console in an arcade machine in Connecticut. It's crazy that people are searching for double Helix consoles, and honestly, if I can find another double Helix code, I will give it to one of my friends. I will absolutely do that. So if you got any leads on double Helix, I would like to know. I will try to get another code, preferably not for the same price that I paid for it. That's it for the video though today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please let me know with a like if you did, dislike it if you disliked the video, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and turn on post notifications just so you get all of my latest uploads. If you'd like to use me for support a creator, my code is ITF. If you're interested in gaming scented candles, may I recommend wiccandskull.com. You can use code ITF to save yourself 10% off your order. They make amazing candles. I burn them every single day. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all later. See ya.